So let's try this. What if I gave you, we'll start simple again. 3/4 minus 1/4. All right. Again, remember, adding and subtracting, we have to have apples to apples. All right. So again, it's going to be something over 4. And again, we're just basically just utilizing these top ones here. Right? So 3 minus 1, and we're left with 2/4. But again, 2/4 can go into a lower term, right, as you see over here on the split screen. Again, I'm going to remind you folks that even though I am recording what's happening right here, it only records the live screen, not the side split. But I do want to point you up there to the side split, lowest equivalent fraction or lowest term. So again, 2/4, 2 goes into itself once, 2 goes into 4 twice. Right? So 3/4 minus 1/4, we're left with 1/2. And again, I can bring us back over to the tape measure, right? So if I look here within an inch, I'm trying to get it so the light's not going crazy, right? Splitting it into quarters. Well, here's the half part. There's my quarter. So 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4 is my whole. If I take 3/4, right? 1, 2, 3/4 minus 1/4, I'm down to that half mark. Okay. That seemed okay? All right. Do this one then. 3/4 minus 5/8. Apples to apples. Oranges to oranges. The fruit that starts with an A. Orange. No, it doesn't start with an A. I think it was back in like the 80s. Does anybody remember Family Feud? Right? So back in the 80s there was... All right. So we got to turn these in. Remember I said take a look at the big number first, and will the 4 go in? Yes, it will. But let's turn them into apples. Okay, so now we read as 6/8 minus 5/8. And we are left with 1/8. Right? I can't go any lower than that. That is its lowest term. Okay? So now that you got that one, try a mix. Try this one. Four and 5/8 minus 2 and 3/16. Again, you can isolate those wholes, just the same way we did with the adding. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, I was still recording. Okay. All right, so again, I'm going to start by isolating those whole numbers. So treating them as if those fractions aren't even there. So 4 minus 2, we are left with 2 wholes. So now I'm going to act as though the whole numbers aren't there. All right, so again, I'm going to be going with the 5 over 8 minus 3 over 16. But again, we have 2 different numbers. All right? Start with the big one. Can 8 go into 16? Yes, it can. All right, so again, we're going to turn that 8 into a 16 by multiplying it by 2. So we got to do that to the 5 as well. So essentially now we're going to have 10 over 16 minus 3 over 16. And we are left with 7 over 16. Right? But I have to add that to the whole number, right? So really it's just 2 and 7/16. Yeah, Jay. Jay, you're on fire, man. Tonight is your night. Jay's got the fractions going. All right. Did everybody else get those as well? No major